In this video, I'm going to be getting the Platinum Trophy on The Devil in Me, which is part of the Dark Pictures anthology series. Now, I got Platinum on all three of the other Dark Anthology series games, being Man of Medan, Little Hope, and House of Ashes. And I loved, despite those games being short, I loved all three of those games, and I loved the Platinum on all three of those games. So I knew that The Devil in Me was going to be no different. And I also knew that because these types of games, these choice games, the choices you make depend on how the story goes, those types of games are definitely in my top 3, top 5 types of games. So that was also another reason why I knew that Devil in Me was going to be a lot of fun for me to play. Now, when going into this, the guide said it was a 2 out of 10 difficulty, and that is completely justified. That is fair, because if you are going to play this game just to simply get the Platinum and follow a guide, it is extremely easy. You just look up, you just follow step by step on the guide, how to keep everyone alive, how to kill everyone. Super easy. Mercenary trophies, collectibles, super easy. Yeah, 2 out of 10 is perfectly fair. But regardless, this game was a lot of fun. It had a bunch of new small little details that they added that they didn't have in the other 3 games, like a balancing feature, hiding feature, and so many more cool little details that just made the games so good and so fun to play and get Platinum on. But with this, there were a lot of jump scares that took me by surprise, but I'd like to think I got through it like an absolute champion.
Christ, what the hell?
I need to pause it. Oh my god. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. When loading up this game, the first step was to just complete the game trying to keep everyone alive, as well as collect as many collectibles as I possibly could, and a few miscellaneous trophies that came my way in the process. Doing all of this, without following any guide whatsoever, as that's what I've done with all of the choice games that I have played in the past, as I feel like the best way to play these games and the best experience is to, for the first time when playing the game, no guide, you go into it blind and you see if you can keep everyone alive, and if you don't, you carry on with the game. And that's exactly what I was going to do in this game. So I put some added pressure onto myself, as I knew that if I was going to kill anyone at any point, this Platinum would be a little bit more tedious for me, as that's what it's been like with me with choice games in the past. But then nevertheless, I went into it and went into the prologue, where in these types of games you always have the first 2 people that automatically die, and these 2 were such dumbasses because this guy had killer written all over him. The way his, the body language, the way he was talking, the way he was looking at them, his aura.
My attention was...
Oh no, when someone looks like that, that is sexual predator written all over it. You gotta leave. I don't know why they didn't just run, but nevertheless, they stayed in the hotel and died a vicious, painful, and very sad death. And during this prologue, I ended up getting 2 achievements for it. So after getting those 2 achievements for completing the prologue, it was then on to the main game, where we got introduced to the 5 main characters that we would be playing as throughout the game. Also guys, before I begin with the main story, I'm just going to let you guys know now that whoever doesn't want to see spoilers and wants to play this game for yourself, it's definitely wise that you don't see the spoilers, as a game like this is crucial that you don't really know much about it, as it's like choices and etc. So if you don't want to see any spoilers, if you're thinking about playing the game for yourself, skip to the number that's on the screen right now, as from this point to that point, this will be spoiler heavy and mainly on the story. Well, all of it will be on the story. So again, if you don't want to see any spoilers, skip to the number that's on the screen right now. So these 5 characters are all making a documentary on H.H. Holmes, which is the guy we just saw kill those 2 people in the prologue. And they're all part of this film company or something like that. And the first person here, you've got Kate, who is the presenter, who's I guess the main actor of the documentary. You've got Mark here, who is the cameraman and the main photographer, the main filmer, etc. You've got Jamie, who is the technician and works on lighting for the documentary. You've got Erin, who is in control of sound and is the sound engineer, and is by far the most timid and panicky and nervous out of the whole group. And then you've got the director here, Charlie, who is basically the boss, and I like to say he's a bit of an arsehole. He's one of those bosses that bosses people around and is extremely horrible to his colleagues. But yeah, this is Charlie, the director. And being introduced to these 5 main characters, we then went on to see a cutscene where Charlie got called by Dumet, who saw that they were working on a documentary on H.H. Holmes and lived in the hotel/house where H.H. Holmes lived in, and said that they could record their documentary in the house. So that's exactly what we did. We went into a limo, drove to the place, and once playing as a couple of the characters where we were just walking to the house, we finally were able to make it to the house. And we played as Erin, where we were talking to Jamie, and there was a romantic connection between the two, to where a few choices were made. And then after making a few choices, we then got the option to whether to kiss or to move away. We decided to kiss. And after Jamie pranking us, making out she didn't want to do it, turns out she did actually want to do it. And then we had a nice little smooch to where I got this achievement for it. Aww. Oh, and I got an achievement for it. Jamie and Erin kissed. Lovely. Oh.
Sorry.
They fell off the bed. And after getting that achievement, we saw that the person that took us to the house had run off, being Dumet, which left a bit of confusion. But besides from that, nothing really happened up to this next point, besides from getting an achievement called Toasty, which was to calm down the group as Charlie at the dinner table.
Right.
Oh, another achievement, Toasty. Charlie maintained control during dinner. And then after getting that achievement, we then played as Erin, as she could hear some noises in the hallway, so she went to go search around and then got trapped in a room. And then once getting trapped into that room, we then played as Jamie and explored the house, and then we had to get this code to open this door and break this fuse box, which then breaking the fuse box, we got this achievement for it. Yes, 0451. Jamie reset the fuse box. And after breaking that fuse box, I just continued exploring around until I got jump scared again. Oh, they're going to jump at me. Oh my god! Oh, I can't deal with jump scares, man! However, once recovering from that jump scare, we then heard Erin screaming, which then led us to a big decision, and this is where the story finally started to get a bit more interesting. Oh! Oh, why did the littlest thing make me jump?
Who's there?
Wait. Oh! No. Oh my god, the premonition's gonna happen. Okay, I need to make the right decision. Has he got something in his hand? No. Oh no. Oh wait, if I don't know what to do. No, don't take the bait. If I take attack! Attack! Go! Oh no, I've just made a big mistake. Because that's the thing, I'm not no, I don't know what to do! I'm not hitting him! Oh, that was stupid! No. Have I... Oh, wait, he's giving it to me.
Okay. Easy.
Wait,
easy.
was he helping me?
In.
Did I live? Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay now. You're safe.
Wait, was he trying to help then? He couldn't have
Did you
been.
see him? He was right there. In there with me.
Erin, it's just a dummy.
No, it was not a dummy. He had a
No, that
hammer,
couldn't have been
H.H.
like...
Holmes.
She couldn't have been imagining that, because that was part of the premonition, I think. Unless there's something
I
else.
did not.
Nothing bad happened, Erin. You're right.
So after that whole situation where everyone thought that Erin was just imagining a person when she clearly wasn't, and you'll see that later, everyone wanted to leave, and Charlie was the only one that was like, oh, we shouldn't leave, but then everyone was like, we're leaving, and they kind of just agreed ultimately that they were going to leave. So they were trying to leave, but Charlie and Jamie ended up looking around the place, and this is where it started to get more interesting, and as there was a killer roaming around in the house. And in terms of choices, nothing much really happened. And like, there was a couple choices which past me didn't know if certain things would get you killed or not, and current me still doesn't know if certain choices would have got you killed or not, so I can't really comment on the certain choices. If I made a different choice, I would have got killed or not. But regardless, there were some choices that seemed like a 50-50 where you're going to stay alive or die. And I managed to keep everyone alive up to this certain point where I play as Charlie. And basically, Charlie's been trying to open this door, and then he gets chucked into this like underground area. And basically, there are like booby traps all around the house. Like, there are traps everywhere. Like, I think the killer is like automatically controlling everything. So there are traps everywhere, and he gets put under like in like the basement kind of area. And we're just wandering around as Charlie until we get trapped into this room. And this is where a big decision came into play. I'm not like, if it has anything to do with fire, then I don't care what the options are. It does. Okay, whatever I do, do not force the door open, because I saw that in the premonition. He tried to force the door open while there were flames everywhere.
Hey, hello!
And he burnt alive. So for those who do not know what I'm talking about when I talk about premonitions, basically, and not just this game, but all of the Dark Anthology games, there are these collectibles where you find like a picture on the wall. And when you find a picture on the wall, it will show a premonition, which is basically a glimpse into the possible future depending on what choices you make. And when I'm talking about the premonition in this part with Charlie here, earlier in the game when I was just looking around, I found a premonition where Charlie got burnt alive in a room trying to force a door open. So I'll just show you guys the premonition now of me finding it. Oh! Oh, wow. So yeah, once this whole situation happened, I knew instantly that if there was anything to do with fire and there was a choice to either open the door or anything else, I was going to pick the other thing automatically, as I knew that forcing the door open was going to get Charlie burnt alive. So I made sure going into this that that was not what I was going to do. And, well, we'll find out if it paid off or not. Oh, that is creepy. Oh no. Oh! Don't force that door open. Force it. Yeah, lift crate. I remember that premonition. I will not force that door open. Oh, I hope I'm safe here. Oh! Come on, get it open! No, no, lift that crate, lift it. It's almost open. Yes. Oh my god, am I safe? Oh! Wait, he's smoking! No. Wait, no, he's not dead. So as you guys could tell, I was kind of confused because I didn't know if he was dead or not, but overall I was pretty confident that he was alive, as otherwise they would have shown his body dead, but I was still kind of unsure and didn't know what to expect, and I wouldn't find out till later on. But in between that time of finding out if Charlie was alive or dead, we ended up playing as Jamie, and there was a point where Erin and Kate both got trapped in separate rooms, and they both were losing oxygen by the minute. And as Jamie, we had to pick either to save Kate or Erin, and I did not know what to do here, as this was basically, you either choose nothing, which means one of them is definitely going to die, or even both of them, or you choose one or the other. And I thought, Erin has asthma, so like she's got her inhaler, so maybe she can be saved, but then Kate's the main the main character of this game and the main star, so to say. And usually with these types of choice games, if you're like the main character, you usually are very likely to stay alive to the end. So I naturally just picked to save Kate, and in doing so I got this achievement for choosing to save Erin.
Thank you.
Oh, I got an achievement for it though. Ignited. Oh no, and me being a little bit nervous because I thought I just killed Kate, but luckily there was the window to her room was very weak. So Mark was able to break it down, and we ended up saving Kate as well. So at this point we still had everyone alive, which was fantastic. But then as the story progressed, Mark ended up getting separated, and same thing similar happening to Charlie. He got just dropped into the basement, and we ended up playing as Mark for a little bit and basically just had multiple moments where we had to hide from the killer, and we had to do that horrible, like, I guess you could call it mini game, where we have to do the heartbeat, and if we fail it he'll probably find us. And luckily I wasn't able to fail it, but I had to hide from him a few more times and got through that part of no problem. And once that mission with Mark was completed, we then played as Kate, and I can't fully remember what we ended up doing, but we just looked around this certain area and I found a few clues. And the person that took us to the house, who was originally supposed to be Dumet, we then found out he actually wasn't Dumet. And this is where the dots started to align, because when we found this clue as Kate, the group kind of found out that the guy who took us to the house wasn't Dumet, and the killer who is, well, trying to kill us is actually Dumet. So he somehow managed to get that guy to like get us to go to the house. And I assume obviously him running away earlier, he was probably kidnapped and in the same situation that our characters were in. So yeah, this was all like a massive setup, and this is where it starts to get like even more interesting in terms of story, because the fact how this guy wasn't Dumet and the killer was, and he kind of just set the guy up, or like I guess forced him to call us and like have us basically get killed, is just crazy. But after that, something amazing happened, and as you can tell by my reaction, I was very happy. There's no way he's dead. Yes! I knew it! I knew he wasn't dead! Still 5 for 5, baby. Let's go. I knew he wasn't dead. If he was dead, they would have shown him dead. They would have shown his body die. Oh, and there's an achievement, Phoenix. Charlie survived the furthest. Let's go. So as you guys could tell by my voice, I was extremely happy, and just so happy to know that I still had 5 characters alive and I hadn't killed anyone up to this point. Like, I was so happy about it, and I planned to keep it that way the whole way through. And once finding out that Charlie was still alive, I then played as him for a little bit, and then played as Jamie, where I got an achievement for resetting all of the fuse boxes as Jamie. Okay, I hope. Yes, nice, shocking. That's another achievement. Fixed all fuse boxes. And then after that, I just continued playing through the game, just playing through the story, until we ran into this secret room where the killer basically has this like monitor and these controls to control, like, you know, the traps that he's placed and the walls, like shutting the walls, etc. And Jamie, Kate and Erin all decided like how they're going to try and trap him in between these two walls. And Jamie decided that there's someone that's going to have to be bait, and she decided to be the bait. And Kate and Erin weren't too happy about it, but she knew that it was better to have him trapped in between these two walls so that he could go nowhere, rather than turning every corner to possibly see him round the corner. So Jamie decided to take a leap of faith and be the bait. And after making what I thought was the right decisions, we didn't trap him into the walls. And then Jamie and Kate both got trapped in this same room with a glass wall in between them both. And on Jamie's side, there was a red button, and if she pressed it, it would have reversed into Kate and would have squished her. But the wall was currently coming towards Jamie, and I had to make a decision whether to let the wall crush me or push it and let it crush her. And I genuinely did not know what to do here.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to pick again. You know what? I've got to forget the platinum at this point. She's been a hero. She's going to die a hero. I'm sorry.
I'm not playing this game. I can't do this.
Oh, no. I can't. No, she's... no. Oh, I know the premonition, but... oh, I think I've just killed her.
Jamie? I'm not doing it. I'm not playing this game.
Die a hero and then live long enough to see yourself the villain. Oh! No! Oh, no. Oh, that's awful. So after reluctantly making that decision and being adamant that Jamie died, and just having to accept that I'm going to have to kill one person to not look like an absolute arsehole, and basically someone had to die a hero, in that case it had to be Jamie, I knew that the platinum would have taken slightly longer, as I would have had to have gone back onto mission select after completing the story to get the achievement to keep everyone alive. But something again surprising happened after this cutscene with the curator, and as you could tell, again, I was extremely happy. Wait, she's still alive. Oh! Yes! Come on! Shattering expectations! Come on! Oh, I thought she was dead. Oh, and another successful decision by Joshua. By me. Let's go. So at this point, guys, I was about well over halfway of the story, and I'd say there was about 3 hours left, maybe 3.5, depending on how thoroughly you look around for collectibles. In this case, I was. So yeah, about 3.5 hours left. And I could sit here for another 20 so minutes and talk about the rest of the story, but because this video is already 20 minutes long, this video will be about 45-50 minutes if I carry on talking, especially with the other 2 steps later on. So I'm going to try and shorten this down as best as I can for you guys. But long story short, after that situation, we ended up outside of the hotel, and the killer was like chasing Kate and Jamie, and we managed to keep everyone alive still. But at this point, everyone was outside the hotel, and they were making their way to the lighthouse to call for help. And during this whole situation where all of that was happening, the killer was lurking around outside. Basically, a lot of times we would find us and we'd have to like hide, do that little mini game again of the heartbeat thing, and just little things like that. And in the midst, we also found a dog who actually belonged to what we thought at the start was Dumet, but wasn't actually Dumet. So it was his dog. So we ended up finding a dog as well. And in the midst of all of this, I earned 2 achievements, and one of them was a very surprising one where it was to find all of the secrets in the 3 actual cut playthrough, which I'll be honest, I did not expect, as I did not use a guide for this single playthrough at all, and I managed to get that achievement by just simply looking around thoroughly and finding everything about guys. So I was super proud of myself for that one. Oh, I got an legit investigator. Found all of the silver frame secrets. Ah, I did not even need a guide for that. That is wonderful. And then after that, I also got an achievement for turning on the lighthouse as Mark. But it's on Hark. I assume that's for turning on the lighthouse. Mark got that lighthouse working, nice. And in doing so, all of the characters finally met up, and then we got to the final mission, which was this boat scene. And I kid you not, I promise you guys, I am not lying in this situation. I managed to keep every single person alive without restarting. And I was so proud of myself. And the killer tried to kill us by hitting us with the axe. But as he threw the axe, we drove off on the boat and he fell into the water. And I knew just from experience that the game was tricking me into thinking we were done, but we weren't done, because the killer was just going to jump on that boat. And that's exactly what he did. He jumped on that boat, and as he jumped on that boat, we just had to play as everybody and do a few quick time events, which was very stressful, and a few quick decisions. And luckily, after a beautiful quick time eventing from me and some good decisions that I had made, the killer finally died. And I managed to keep every single person alive, which I was so proud of myself for. And I got these achievements along the way for doing so. Wow. Like I said earlier, I don't know if this is luck or this is like a bit of skill or a bit of both, but like, I did it in House of Ashes as well. I don't know if it's because I've played all of the Dark Anthology games, and plus I've also played Until Dawn and The Quarry. Like, I've got platinum on all of them. So I don't know if I've just played so many of these games that I'm like kind of just now have a natural feeling of what to pick. But all these choices were very, very 50-50, and definitely a huge portion of luck. But that couldn't have gone better. Like, I managed to keep everybody alive. And second step is a guide. I'm definitely going to use the guide for this. It's to like obviously kill everyone and get like the ultimate ending or something like that. So there's like a specific way you kill people, like specific order or like specific chapter you have to do it in. And it's like a secret / ultimate ending or something like that, which I won't be able to find if I play on my own. So I have found a guide and I'm just going to follow it now. Okay, yeah, so I want to go on to waste disposal for the first chapter to kill off Charlie. So apparently what I have to do here, we'll do new slot, just because we are not getting rid of that slot. So yeah, new data. So yeah, we need to go on to this chapter first and just fail the quick time events and get Charlie killed. So that's the first step. To getting everyone killed and getting this ultimate ending is to just kill off Charlie with the by fading the quick time events. So that would be very simple. Oh, dink! Oh no! Oh, I know I've got to kill everyone, but still. Oh no, he's up. Oh wait, no! Oh, I don't know if I want to watch this.
Please, somebody! Please, you fucking bastard!
Oh! Oh, I don't know if I can say. I don't know if I can show that. Oh, what a way to go! Oh, that is horrifying. So yeah, obviously I can't show that death for certain reasons, but that was horrifying. And like in that moment when I was watching it, it actually was a very disturbing and very off-putting. Of like, it was just so uncomfortable to watch. But I was a bit nervous to see the other ones, and obviously I won't show the other ones for, again, obvious reasons. But I ended up getting everyone else killed, everyone else being Jamie and Aaron. And I got a few more achievements along the way until I got the secret ending with Kate and Mark. And let me tell you, I won't show this because I've shown enough spoilers already, but this was like by far the most disturbing part of this whole game. And like this 20 minutes or so was just so disturbing and horrifying, and so many like different words that I can think of that's like just scary. Like it was definitely disturbing to watch, but it also aligned the dots of what was actually going on in the story. So this secret ending was definitely a good thing to see overall, but it was just so disturbing to watch at the same time. But I got these 2 achievements for getting the secret ending and getting everyone killed in the process, which led me to the final step of getting this plan, and which was to get all of the rest of the collectibles and the miscellaneous trophies. And again, I just followed a guide on certain chapters to go to and get these achievements. And overall, these achievements were so easy to get. The only issue I had was you can't skip cutscenes. So apart from that, all of these achievements, except for maybe the last 2 in terms of collectibles, which I'll get into in a minute, were extremely easy to do. Doing all of that led me to the final achievement, which was to collect 200 of these like money things, and that was extremely simple to get. So I just went ahead and did that, and it took like 5 minutes. So what I need to do is I need to get 200 of those like coin thingies, like those collectibles. And I thought this would be a lot more tricky than it actually is, but apparently it's so simple in the sense of you just need to go on to this chapter here, the workshop, and just literally load in, do this like little tiny cutscene, which is unfortunately unskippable, and then after this cutscene just turn to the back, grab the coin, and it gives you 10. And I think right now I've got 162, or I don't think it will tell me. Wait, would it tell me? No, I don't think it will tell me unless I go on here. Yeah, 172. So I only need to do this 3 times, and luckily it does accumulate, because for some reason I wouldn't think it accumulated. Because as you guys would have seen, I found all the collectibles in one playthrough. I still don't know how I did it without a guide, but I found all the collectibles without using a guide. So I thought to myself, like, I looked very thoroughly for these coins, like how am I going to be able to find 200 of them? But this is apparently what you're supposed to do. So I've done it a couple times off camera and it has worked, hence why I'm on 172. Off camera? Flipping out, what am I talking about? Off recording. So I only need to do it 3 more times. But yeah, this plan as a whole has been quite a bit of fun. The story's been very good and quite disturbing. Like the second, like I said earlier in the video, the secret ending was quite disturbing. But yeah, overall this plan has been good. The only issue is just now I've literally just had to go through trying to find all of Mark's like pictures, and this platinum would have been done about an hour ago, but I thought it was a glitch that I just couldn't find them, but then it turns out I just missed one because I'm just stupid. So yeah, that explains that. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this now. I've only got to do it 2 more times, so I'm gonna do it 2 more times and then get this platinum. Alright, last time. So we should get the platinum in about 7 seconds. Right, let's pick this up. Let's give it a nice little look. And let's get our trophies. There it is. I like money. So that's for getting 200 of those money things. And the architect. Boom. There's my platinum trophy. Okay, so as I said at the start of the video, I got platinum on all of these choice games. Like, choice games are by far like in my top 3, top 5 of like best genre of games. Like, I love a good choice game, and even though I'm not a big fan of horror like horror movies, I weirdly do like horror games. I don't know what it is, and this did not disappoint at all. Like, in terms of like the story and like just playing it for the first time, like it was so much fun, and it like did everything it was supposed to do, like the feelings it made me feel, the jump scares, the way, you know, the choices, how they made me feel, like it did everything that it needed to do, and that's what a good like horror game choice game should be. So yeah, I enjoyed this game a lot. I'm so shocked that I managed to keep everyone alive, like without using any kind of guide, because I literally, if I killed someone, I would have genuinely like just carried on playing, because it was my first time playing this. Like, I feel like with a choice game, if you like play it for the first time and you kill someone by accident and you just restart it, you're not really getting the best experience. So the fact how I was able to keep everyone alive, I think from a platinum point of view, if I was to kill someone near the start or like in the middle, this platinum would have been a lot more like tedious, because I would have had to have like started again and played through. But I'm just so happy I managed to keep everyone alive. And I don't think this game was as good as House of Ashes. Like in terms of the Dark Anthology series, I definitely think House of Ashes is number one, but this is by far like a very close second in terms of like the story and how it made me feel. Like this was just, I enjoyed this a lot. Yeah, this platinum was fun to get and I enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I've got pretty much all of the Dark Anthology series platinums now. And yeah, if you like this video, guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and take care. See you guys later.